Hi, this is Monica Graves with Your Castle Mountain Properties and the Purple Mountain Group. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about the buying process. What we have found with especially first-time home buyers is they tend to just look online at properties and fall in love with properties, and then they want to go out and buy that property. Really, the first step to the buying process when you are looking at buying real estate is talking to a lender. So at the Purple Mountain Group, we have several lenders that we can refer to you, but I just wanted to briefly go over a couple of those steps. So what the lender is going to do is the lender is going to ask you for 2 bank statements. They're going to ask you for 2 pay stubs. They're going to ask you for your 2 last tax returns. But if you're self-employed, it's a different situation, so we'll talk about that in another video with self-employment. But what I really like to talk to you about is that process. After you have talked to a lender, that lender is going to ask you how much money you have to put down. So with FHA, the minimum that you have to put down is 3.5%. With a conventional, the minimum that you have to put down is 5%. And then if you want to put down 20%, you will be in a situation where you will not have to pay private mortgage insurance. Private mortgage insurance is something that you have to pay on a monthly basis if you are not putting 20% down. The next process is once you sit down with a lender and then you actually get a pre-approval letter. We want a pre-approval versus a pre-qualified, because a pre-qualified really only takes into account what you have told the lender. The lender actually, when they get a pre-approval for you, is getting a copy of all of those documents that I was telling you about, and then they say, okay, now you're pre-approved for this amount. Once you get that amount, then it's up to us as a broker to start looking at properties that you are pre-approved for, but we're going to start probably looking a little bit under that pre-approval amount, because in this market what we're finding is as a buyer is we don't want you to over leverage yourself. And if you start looking at properties, let's say you're pre-approved for $250,000, and then you're looking at properties at $300,000, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to like that property and then you're not going to be able to buy it. So we as brokers, we're going to make sure that we guide you in this process. After you get the pre-approval and we start viewing properties, then we're going to write offers and negotiate for you. And that's where a buyer agent is better than a transaction broker. And so that's going to be a whole nother video that we'll talk about a buyer agent versus a transaction broker. But in this video, I'd like to just really talk to you about the process and what you've got to do to get pre-approved. Then from the pre-approval, we start viewing properties, then we start writing offers, we get you under contract, and then we start a whole nother process of what comes after that: inspections, appraisals, getting you to the closing table. All right, so I really enjoy this video, and I want to talk to you soon about if you're ready to buy. And in the meantime, go to our website at purplemountain.com, and that's PURPLEMTN.com. All right, thanks a lot.